everybody, welcome back to Mrs. Skolsky Schoolhouse. It's always great to see you. Today we have a very fun and curious guest. He's here representing the letter R, and he's going to tell us all these wonderful things about his life. Maybe you can guess who it is. I'll give you a hint. First of all, his colors are white, black, and gray, but sometimes they're also brown. These creatures live in all sorts of habitats, from forest areas to cities. And they love to eat almost anything, even things from the garbage. Please welcome Ricky the raccoon. Ricky? Ricky? Oh, yeah. Hey, hi, Mrs. Skolsky. Hi. Ricky, you have a little something there on it. I do? Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, here, I'll help you with it. Thanks. Hi, guys. What can I say? It's all part of the job when you're a trash bandit. A trash bandit? Well, sure, Mrs. Skolsky. That's part of my job description. But, Ricky, a bandit is someone who steals things. Oh, yeah, but don't worry, Mrs. Skolsky. I don't steal things. I only take what people throw away. People just call me a bandit because of the black markings around my eyes. They look like a mask. They do. Yeah, just rummaging for food in the garbage can. We raccoons love to explore, eh? I did read that you're very curious. Did you find anything? I can't really imagine finding good food in the garbage. Are you kidding, Mrs. Skolsky? Trash is awesome. We eat almost anything, and trash has a lot of that. A lot of anything? Sure. Insects, corn, fruit, nuts, even other critters. And food scraps. Oh boy, Mrs. Skolsky, you humans really know how to eat. Doesn't sound good to me, but I'm glad you like it. But I thought I'd put the lid on the garbage here in the schoolhouse. I guess not. Yeah, you did. Did someone open it for you? I opened it myself. But the latch was closed. I guess you haven't heard, Mrs. Skolsky, eh? Heard what? Raccoons have a unique adaptation called hypersensitive fingers. Hypersensitive fingers? Yeah, we have 5 long fingers on each paw, and each finger has a long nail. It makes us unique. Cool, eh? Fingers? Oh, for sure, eh? And the nerves inside our fingers are super sensitive. So we like to rub and roll things we discover in our hands to figure out what it is. Wow. Oh, yeah. 75% of the processing in our brains is communicated through our hands. A lot of times, we figure out what something is without even seeing it. Why don't you use your eyes? We do. But remember, Mrs. Skolsky, raccoons are nocturnal. So we rely on our hands a lot to help us climb trees and look for food and open latches. Oh, like on garbage cans. Totally. So you see, the only way to really keep us out of the garbage is to put a lock on it. I didn't know that. Ricky, where do raccoons live? Oh, our favorite is damp woodland areas. And why is that? We like to sleep in hollowed out trees or hollow parts of logs that have fallen on the ground. Oh, wow. Friends, hollow means empty. Yeah, it's super cozy, man. That's where we prefer to build our dens. But we can also sleep in caves or mines or barns, even garages. Basically, anywhere there's a nice little empty space. Oh, yeah. So we live in a lot of different places, eh? Farms, suburbs, even the city. In the city? Yeah, you may not see us, but we're there. Really? Well, sure. We're nocturnal, so we don't run into people very much. And with so much to eat, a raccoon in the city only needs a few blocks to wander around and live our best life. Even in the winter? Even in the winter. We can sleep in our den for weeks at a time. Oh, like hibernation. No, raccoons don't hibernate, Mrs. Skolsky, but we sure can sleep. A long time. Cool. Don't you get hungry? Of course. Without food, we can lose up to half our weight. So on the mild winter days, we usually wake up and go out to look for food to store more fat in our bodies. When the weather gets cold again, we go back to our dens and go back to sleep, eh? Is it hard to find food in the winter? Yeah, but we're not fussy eaters. And we have a strong sense of smell to help us find food even far away. Hey, the best is when people leave food out for us in bowls on their patio or porch step. What? It's so thoughtful. Ricky, I think that food is supposed to be for a family pet when they're outside. Oh. Well, that's not how us raccoons see it. To us, it's an invitation. Come eat. So we do. Well, that's good to know. But if we're lucky enough to live somewhere near water, that's perfect. Oh, I remember reading actually that raccoons love to eat fish. Oh, yeah, dead fish. So tasty. Ooh. Well, plus you need water to drink. Well, that's true, Mrs. Skolsky, but we also like to dip our paws and our food in water, even if it's not fish. It's called dousing. Well, I'm sure that there are actually a lot of germs in the garbage cans, so it's a good idea if you can wash them. No, we don't do it to clean our food, Mrs. Skolsky, eh? It makes the nerves in our paws more sensitive, so we can get more information about the food. Smart, eh? Definitely. You know, Ricky, I would think it could be a little bit dangerous, though, for you to live in the city. Why? Well, people could catch you or trap you. Yeah, it happens sometimes, but we can run pretty fast. Well, not that fast. Not enough to get away. Yeah, 24 kilometers an hour. Oh, that is fast. And remember, our feet help us climb up trees if we need to. Oh, that's right. And our back feet can rotate 180 degrees. What? Yeah, so we can also climb down trees, head first. That's impressive. Thanks. Do you have a family, Ricky? Yeah, but I don't see them very often, eh? Why? We only live about 3 years as raccoons, so, we want to see some things while we're alive. Can't spend all our time at home. But I've seen groups of raccoons walking together at night. Were they all adults, or did they have kits with them? No, there were no kids, just raccoons. Kits, Mrs. Skolsky. That's the name for baby raccoons. Oh, hey, that's the same name as for baby foxes. Really? Yeah. Cool. Anyway, there were 2 adults and four kits. And mother and father with their babies, I assumed. It was probably 2 females with their kits. Males don't help raise the kits. Oh. I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't a mom and dad, but probably not. Female raccoons are more social than males, although most moms prefer to raise their kits by themselves. Oh, well, how long does it take kits to grow up? They stay in the den until they're about 8 to 10 weeks old, but they stay with their mom until they're 13 or 14 months old. Oh, so a little over a year. Yeah, kids are pretty cute. When raccoons are born, we already have our little black masks. You can even see the ring markings on our tails a little bit when we're born. I wanted to ask about those. What are they for? Well, our tails help us keep balanced when we climb trees. Okay, but what about the rings on your tails? What are the rings for? Camo. Camo? Yeah, camouflage. You see, when raccoons are in the trees, our tails hang down. Oh, so the rings blend in with the tree branches. Exactly. And the rest of our body blends in with the trunk. That is so cool. It's pretty handy. Do you smell that? Smell what? I think it's an apple. Oh, sorry, I ate an apple earlier, but I didn't save any for you. How about the core? Well, it's in the compost already. Compost? You have a compost here? Well, a lot of schools have a compost now. Sorry, Mrs. Skulski, I gotta go check it out. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't eat lunch yet. Bye, Mrs. Skulski. Thanks for having me. See ya, kids. Bye. Well, I guess that's the end of our discussion with Ricky the raccoon. I hope you learned some cool things about raccoons. And, well, oh my goodness, I better go see what that is. We'll see you next time. Ricky! Ricky, you're making such a mess. Oh, hey guys, it's me, Ricky the raccoon. Listen, if you really like today's episode and want to meet more letter guests like me, subscribe below. Okay, I gotta go. Bye.